MacVoices is sponsored by Smile and Text Expander, the utility that turns your keystrokes into words, sentences, paragraphs, and more. Text Expander snippets can be synced and used in any application on both Mac, iOS, and now even Windows. Find out more, including how Text Expander can work for your team, at smilesoftware.com. MacVoices is at the SuperMeet in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. We're here talking to Michael about YI, a new action cam that is affordable and has some very impressive capabilities. Michael, good to see you.
Same here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the SuperMeet. I know we all appreciate it.
Oh, we love the SuperMeet. I've been a long-time attendee, and I just brought my new company, YI, here. So YI is actually a Chinese company, about 3 years old, startup. We now have the fastest action cam in the world. It is 4K, 60 frames per second, so you can overcrank, and you want to capture action. You know you want to slow things down, and you don't want to miss a frame. It's not only is it fast in terms of capture, but the actual response time, it has a touch screen. You can make changes and settings incredibly fast. Just go click, click, done. And it has USB-C, and it's 3.0, so it will go super fast as far as transfers go. If you want to shoot raw photos, you can shoot a raw photo. If you want voice command, you can tell it start shooting, stop shooting. It has an underwater housing that comes with it, and it sells for only $339. You don't have to be a hero anymore.
You've been waiting all night to deliver that line, haven't you?
Yeah, and I may have only used it 3 or 4 times.
That's good, that's good, that's good. So let's go back here. First of all, obviously you have to put memory cards in it, so that means the memory is expandable. But all the other things, that's pretty impressive. The voice control is especially impressive, at least in my world.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the last thing you want to do is having to go over to the camera, like we had to do just now, and press start. Did it start? Maybe it started. And with the app, you can actually live stream, and you can see exactly what's happening. So you can be standing here holding onto the app and find out, hey, did I get the shot? Am I in frame? Did I start recording? That's the worst feeling of all. You sit there, the whole shoot's done, and oh shoot, we just spent 5 minutes talking, let's do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Now when you say live streaming, I know you mean to an app that I can monitor.
Live streaming to an app, or if you want to go to Facebook, you want to go to Twitter, you want to go to YouTube, we're happy to do it. That's one of the great features of this camera.
That's where I was going to ask. So you, give me the mechanics of that. How am I doing it through the app, or am I doing it straight to the service?
Well, you have to use the app. Unfortunately, all these services require a token, and it's based on a time basis. So we do have to connect to the app. But once you're connected, you can then send it out and start doing your live broadcast.
That doesn't bother me a lot, because I think I would feel better about that from a security standpoint, that I have a little more control that an app can provide. As cool as the touchscreen is, you know, that there's only so much you can do with that.
Oh, exactly. You know what, having the app just is that little bit of security, as you said, and it's always that chance to say, hey, wait, I don't want to broadcast this.
Now, yeah. What kind of battery life do we have with this?
Well, if you're shooting at 4K 60, it's about 70 minutes. If you're shooting at 1080, it's well over 2 hours. And it's somewhere in between if you're shooting at 4K 30.
Do we have an option for battery pack or external power source?
Oh, absolutely. You can just connect to the USB port, and use external power all day long.
You have all the answers, don't you?
Sometimes.
It's a very cool little camera. I mean, and I really like the bright indicator light, so that if you needed to, you could put a piece of tape over it, but it is definitely, you're going to see that across the room and know that it's live.
Oh, absolutely, and that's something we love. We thought about how are people using their cameras, what are the deficiencies of all the cameras out there today, and we try to address all of them.
And I'm noticing, you know, unlike some other cameras that we could name, pretty much everything is done through the touch screen. I don't have multiple buttons to try to figure out which one to hit when. No,
absolutely. And if you do use the waterproof housing, the best part is you can set it and then press the button and use the button to access menu. So you can use one button for all of that.
Okay, so what kind of price? You said the price, but I'll get you to repeat it. And where do we send folks to learn more about it?
So absolutely, it's $339, and you can visit YI Technology. That's YI Technology.com.
Michael, it's good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for supporting the SuperMeet.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. More from Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.